Can't hear you, Dex.
Damn it.
There
Wrong
you go.
button. Wrong button. And I just realized I muted my mic, so it
Yeah,
muted the
the sound. Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, wait.
I was just waiting for you to figure it out.
I was trying not to be heard moving around. Anywho, welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Stigma. I'm Dex. He's the bearded one today. Uh,
All days,
yeah, all days.
24/7.
So I'm gonna open up a cash app poll betting line, and we're gonna take wagers on how long Pastor Dre will be late today. Uh, over under on 5 minutes. Probably negative 110.
Yeah,
That yeah yeah. He's probably be about 5 to 10 minutes late in my book. So
that's standard.
yeah,
Standard gray time.
anything over 10 minutes is
Even though we can be
is a
talking to the guy
is a
like
dog.
in Messenger, we can be talking to him like 2 minutes before the show and be like, "Okay, y'all ready?" And he'll be like, "Yep." He'll still be 10 minutes late.
Yeah, yep. But other than that, bro, how you been? How you feeling?
Well, like I was saying to you earlier, the tendonitis is sucking. I haven't had a
Tend
day off all month, but besides that, I can't complain too much, really.
tendinitis.
Yeah, it's being a bitch.
Oh,
But
sorry. Go
it,
ahead.
it is what it is. Body will heal eventually, hopefully.
Hold on, my frame rate just took a complete and utter poop.
Yeah, it did.
Hmm. All right, I know what that means. We need to take this down here, bring that down to there. Yeah, nice. Very nice, very
Yeah.
nice.
Now you look normal.
That's what she said.
She was lying.
Sick of you. Sick of you. All right, bro. So did we just jump into the show, or did we try to wait for Dre to bring his?
We'll give him. It's only three after. Let's give him a few minutes. How have you been doing? How about you let the people know about your life, what you've been up to this week,
Work,
and how's that going for you?
work, work. I work security for technically two different companies at once. Uh, oh, that's a Chrome issue. I don't have all of the background stuff set right because Chrome isn't my default browser.
Womp womp.
Shut up. I mean, you're right, but shut up. I have to change it all later. But anywho, other than that, besides fighting this giant chungus of a machine that I built and going to have to update in the coming months because the new AMD platform comes out, so I'm gonna take care of that.
And this is why I don't go with PC. I have enough things that I spend money on.
You don't have a Mac, so you got a PC.
Well, I'm saying I don't build PC. I don't build gaming PC. This is why, because I
Well,
have enough things to spend money on. My truck spends enough money for me.
yeah, my car is going to be spending money for me soon too. She needs motor mounts.
Uh, for me, it's just the price of gas and how much that thing drinks. It's a nice big V8, and it drinks like it's going out of style.
She drinks like a sailor.
Yeah, yeah. Not to
Yeah.
mention the supercharger, which kind of makes it drink just that extra bit more.
Well, nobody told you to put a supercharger in the. What do you think you are, the San Diego?
But I wanted 535 horsepower.
Did you really want 535 horsepower?
Yes, 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 I did.
And how's that working out for you?
I could melt tires easily if I wanted to, but that gets expensive.
Yeah, melting tires versus. I wouldn't melt tires either. Thinking about how much it's going to cost to do that. You got to
Yeah.
replace the tires, which is a couple $100.
Oh,
And
well,
then you got to fill
actually,
up.
it was 2 grand for my 4 tires last time. Big tires on big rims cost big money.
We're just going to keep the buttons off today. We're not dealing with the buttons today. Nope. Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, big rims, big tires. They take big money, man.
You are a wild man. I just want you to understand that. You no. Okay. Anywho, it's 6 minutes after. So anybody who had the under for 5 to 10 minutes, you just lost. So I ain't gotta worry about spending no money with y'all. Anywho, yeah. So you asked how I've been. More work, and more work. I actually wasn't going to be doing the show today. I was supposed to be getting a tooth pulled. Oh wait, that'd have been tomorrow. Well, and it wouldn't have been pulled, it'd have been a root canal. But my boss, in all his infinite wisdom, has decided he leans on me and one other person at night because apparently I'm the closer. Every week since I started, except for the first week, I've had the same schedule, except for one time. So I expect my Monday and Tuesday to be my off days. So I schedule things to do on Monday or Tuesday. Well, we have a concert. We're hosting a concert tomorrow night.
Who?
Uh, Volbeat and Ghost.
Okay, I know who that is.
Yeah. Well, we're hosting them tomorrow. So guess who is no longer off on Tuesday?
Well, guess whose boss gets to pay for the root canal? That would be my response.
Oh, I already told my boss, you ain't got to worry about it. I'm going. I'm a be at work. But when I tell you that whatever the soonest available day that I can take this to get it done, I'm doing it.
And I'm bringing you the bill. You
I,
can pay for this because you made me miss my appointment.
I would bring him the bill, but I've said you ain't got to worry about it. You can put it in as time off, sick day. I don't care. Just know I won't be here. And I told him, you're burning your bridge with me because you let everybody else do what the hell they want to do and disappear whenever they need to disappear. But you rely on me enough to where I'm stuck. All right, cool, bet. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. No sweat off my back. Just know it's notated. It's been documented, and just know that when that time does come, that's leverage I get to hold on you because you can't function without me.
Yeah, see that was like me at my last job. Well, not last job, the one before it when I was working at the grocery store. I did so much work there that when I finally quit, they had to hire 3 people to take my place.
Oh
That kind
yeah,
of made me
it's
feel a little bit vindicated because it was like, yeah, I knew they couldn't do it without me.
hey Trisha, yeah, it's already at that state now with me. Like Wednesday through Sunday, I'm at work. I close. Either I'm getting off at 11 o'clock at night or midnight every night. It's gotten to the point to where my coworkers lean on me. They come to me, hey, how do we do this? What do we need to do that? Or we got this situation, this situation, this situation. We need help.
Hmm.
Don't worry about it. I got it. Just you go over here, you go over here, you do this, you do that. I got it. You have any problems, come to me. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Well, Ron, this or blah, 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 that. I don't care. When I'm on this floor, I'm going to give you my A1. Therefore, if I'm on this floor and some shit's going wrong, come to me. We'll put our heads together. We'll figure it out. And only if we can't figure it out will we go up the chain because I ain't got time for that.
That's where that military training comes in, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So he loves saying, "Oh, I go to bat for you. I'll fight for you when it comes to corporate." Yeah, but you're not treating me like I need to be treated personally. So don't worry about it. Uh,
Don't worry, a couple months you'll have his job,
Well, would you look at that? 10 minutes on the dot. I called it,
Mr. CP Town.
ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Pastor Dre is here on Colored People Time. So
Hey, I had to talk to my pops real quick. So we was having a good little conversation. So I have a legitimate reason why I'm late. I was talking to the OG. You know, you gotta whenever your parents call, you gotta pick up the phone and talk to them, regardless, because you never know when it's their time to go. So cherish every moment you have with your parents if you have that kind of relationship with them.
I'm about to say, man, I ain't gonna always I ain't always answer when my dad called. Yeah, Negro. Now my mama, I'll drop my phone and my phone could be broken and I'll still pick up the phone and talk to her because even though she got dementia and she get on my nerves all the time.
Nah, man, I try to talk to both my parents, man. So
I tried to be cordial with my dad, but it don't be like that. Now my mom, she will fund Christmas by herself if we let her. So it's
the relationship between a man and his dad, that's probably one of the most tense relationships you can have. Because trust me and my pop never had the best relationship, but I will say that we're both working on trying to be.
However, you and your next generation is pretty damn good relationship, so it ain't that tense.
Oh well, I have no choice because we're both ignorant.
Yeah, I know. You ignorant, he ignorant. You got ignorant brothers. Is
but I will say, I talked to Trisha, and he told me he went to Kintier and he had the time of his life. So I will say I envy his social life a little bit because I didn't have a social life at his age. So.
Speaking of which, she wants to know
why he always late. Because he Dre.
Yeah, because hence CP time, and I know she ain't talking because she called me out for being spoiled. So I'm not even talking to her. I'm not even going to acknowledge her right now. I'm not even going to acknowledge her right now. He did. He had a good time. He definitely did. He had a good time, and I'm happy for the boy. Like I said, he's doing a lot better than he was last year. You know, he had his struggles with school and everything, but he's handling school better. He's having the time of his life. So, as a father, as a parent, that makes me happy.
Well, as uncles, that makes us happy too.
Yeah, I'm just a little envious because his social life was better than mine at 15. So I'm a little envious of that. So, well, you know, I was getting invited to Kintiers and stuff like that. So I'm low key salty right now. Low key.
See, mine was too good at 15, and that's why I didn't do so good at school.
Nah, it's totally different. But like I said, I'm happy for the kids. So it really warms my heart to see him doing well. So
it better warm your heart. Kick your ass.
First of all, y'all ain't gonna be jumping on me on this here app, okay? I'll delete all y'all
motherfuckers. I want you to understand, sir. I'm 10 minutes away, and I'm with the haberdasheries and the hemoglobin tonight.
Hey, all right, go ahead. I'm gonna tell Jack. Diego and Jack will pull up on you now.
Look at here, Jack. I need you to know I got the skibbity paps on deck. These hands is ready to eat for everybody.
Thank you, Kim. See, Kim. Oh, matter of fact, Kim, I got a couple oranges for you if you want to get them. I got them for you.
Nah, don't be sucking up. You know what? Y'all quit sucking them to each other.
Because he's the only one that got my back because my so-called brother and my son's mother is over here trying to give me skibbity paps when I don't need skibbity paps. So
exactly, I'm with her. Delete who? I will.
Oh, I know she ain't talking because you remember. I did block somebody because they called my bluff and I blocked their ass.
we in a different atmosphere though, sir.
I know.
This greedy motherfucker, get out of here, greedy.
Hey man, they're here. So
greedy ass.
Just let me know when you want them. I'll pluck them off the tree because there's like 6 of them on there.
Don't give her no idea. She gonna be talking about, babe, I want some oranges. Pick them up on your way home. Bitch, it's 1 a.m.
It's okay, Dre will be away.
Hold on. But you just talk about pull up on me because I was acting up, but you don't want to go get no oranges for your significant other. That's kind of rude, bro.
Not at 1 a.m.
Well, what you say? I'm 10 minutes away, so if I got to pull up, so I mean, does it really matter though?
I mean, but it's 6:15 right now, Mr. CP time.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Call spade a spade, my guy.
Yeah, normally. But 6:15 ain't 1 a.m.
Hey man, I'm here. You know, I'm up anyway.
Yeah, I know, Ignis. I'm up too. I usually off work.
Yeah, matter of fact, I hit you up last night because I was up looking crazy last night.
Yeah, I know. It was weird too. I was like, why is he upset that he's just waking up? He's
Man, I
living
was
the dream.
man, look,
He's got peace at home. He got a nice new bed.
man, look,
He
and I got to
slept
shout out,
like a baby.
Trish for that because that all you guys, y'all kept me from getting the cheap mattress. So I appreciate you guys. I sure was looking at that $500 mattress in the back.
Sir, let me explain something to you.
Treat your body right, sir.
Let me explain something to you right now.
I'm
The
listening.
reason why I would not concede on letting you just pick a crappy mattress. My mother bought us a mid-tier mattress. And it hurts so bad sleeping on the mattress that I choose to sleep on the couch. I would rather curl up with my wife, but it hurts waking up.
But I will say this: my back feels 1,000 times better. It does.
I know, Mr. Adjustable Bed. Hey, don't be.
Oh,
Don't,
hey,
don't,
look,
don't
hey,
be
look,
adjust,
hey,
don't be
look,
hitting
hey,
them
no more,
switches on the
hey,
ladies
look,
like that.
no more neck problems. I'm trying to look at the TV. So,
Sir, that adjustable bed. Don't be hitting them switches on the ladies. You're gonna be in a whole different situation.
man, look, what in the words of the of the great Andre 3000, on the side of the bed, like no girl ever said. There's nobody in my bed right now.
Uh-huh. But you push the buttons on them, they're gonna be talking about you the prototype. They be like, damn, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to be standing to you. She like, no.
In order for any woman to qualify in my bed, she got her bar, because like I said, between Trisha and my mother, the bar has been set and raised, sir.
I just need you to know. I just need you to know. You gonna be one of them. You gonna be one of them. You gonna be the subject of one of them dudes on TikTok talking about. She gonna be talking about a video talking about. I live here now. Wait, what? Bitch, when?
And right now, there is no one even close to that right now, except Miss Debbie. I know Trisha gonna get mad at me for saying that.
Miss Debbie, Lord have mercy.
Miss Debbie. She just brought me. Matter of fact, before we go on with our subject, she brought me a box full of wine glasses, and she said,
that's the point, Trisha. That's the point.
I'm not advertising that. That's the thing. I'm not advertising. I'm just like I said.
About me.
Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna be real cocky about this. I went through so much last year, and the people that know, I went through so much shit last year. And the fact that now that things are starting to finally go my way because I started to focus on myself, you best believe I'm gonna pop my shit. I'm definitely gonna pop my shit. So if you see me out here,
go on, say what you need to say there, Mr. CP.
I'm just saying, like, it's just the fact of the matter is I've been through so much, and the people that know. The people that
we know. We know. That's why I always try to feed you the oop. Let you talk your shit. Let you pop your game.
I deserve it because all the shit
I think you should be able to spit your game and talk your shit and pop your collars because you.
Yeah. I've been through so much last year, and things weren't looking so good, and I was starting to question my self-worth. But now,
shit. Yeah, you had me.
But yeah, she bought me a box of wine glasses, and I was like, "What I need these for?" She was like, "Well, just in case you have a young woman come over." I said, "Ain't nobody coming up." She's like, "Well,"
Ms. Debbie, she said,
"She was
Ms.
like,
Debbie didn't pass the vetting." Shit.
Whatever.
I'll have to review. I'll do a manual review of that application.
First of all, she's way older, but she did say if she was 20 years younger. I was like, oh. But I will say this: when I first moved here, she was the first one.
Lord have mercy. If she was 20 years younger, she'd be your neighbor and your girlfriend. God damn.
I tell you, hey, you ever seen that Janet Jackson video? Anytime, any place, I'll just leave the door unlocked.
Yeah, all she gotta do is walk next door.
That's it. Literally across the street, like every time I come in the morning from work, and she's always out there packing her stuff. She always waves. She always speaks. Her dog likes me because every time I get out the car, her dog will run over and like jump on my leg.
Gonna be like Bernie Mac and Friday.
Oh, how you doing, brother Craig? Nah, man, it's just. But nah, she's cool though. She's leaving. She's leaving anyway, so it's okay. I do like him older though, but well, yeah, I do like him a little older. Who knows? Nah. She's cool though. She's cool. She's very nice. So I don't. Between her and Ron, I think I'm okay.
No, you leave Ron out of this, sir.
Ron is cool.
You
I like Ron.
leave
Ron is cool. Matter of fact, I saw him.
Sir.
When I went outside to bring my garbage cans in, I saw him at the mailbox with his suspended shorts on. Had the suspenders with the shorts. I like, oh shit.
Leave Ron out of this.
I like Ron. Ron is cool with his Buster Browns, with his long black socks, with his Buster Browns and his suspended shorts. Ron's cool. I like Ron. Ron's all right with me. I still got to ask him about that car though. What kind of car that is he got there?
Okay. Well, fellas,
Should we start the show?
Yeah, we should. It's already 6:21. You know, Matt got to get his food. So,
shit, Matt, you ain't the only one. I got leftover spaghetti. So you know. What I mean?
But I will say, I made some chicken wings last night. But rest in peace to my air fryer. I broke it, so I got to get it.
Got to get a new one then.
Got to get a new one. I broke it
Better
last
upgrade.
night. I put too much chicken in it and it broke the basket. So.
You got to get a bigger one then.
Wait. Can you just buy another basket?
No, not for that. Not for that kind. But maybe I should go ask Miss Debbie if she got an air fryer.
She
I know Teresa gonna cuss me out.
She gonna make you work for it. She gonna loan it to you.
She's gonna be like,
she'll cook up some wangs. Don't worry there.
I know. And Teresa talk about she gonna be in the cactus with her knife. With her knife. I did not break it. I did not. She's gonna cuss me out on my own show. I ain't breaking on purpose. I just put too much chicken in. I put a 4-pound bag of chicken in there. So.
Now, if it's a ploy to get closer to Miss Debbie, then go for it. You know what I'm saying?
Looking for Miss Debbie is get him another one. Hey, she give me another one. She gave me a box full of wine glasses that I don't even use. They're still in the box.
You know, right? You might go over there.
Oh, well, I can always.
You might go over there about the air fryer. She might call me Deborah. Oh shit.
Well, according to Trisha, a new one's on the way because all I gotta do is just ask Mara Dukes and she'll send me one.
We know.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, between her and Trisha, the bar has been set. So these women gotta come with it because like I said, we're leaving the dusties behind.
Yep. Speaking of leaving behind, I'm about to hit this gas pedal on them, fellas.
Go ahead.
Topic of today's show. Well, the subject title.
Inductory dips.
I like that pick, Trey. I like that pick. Just saying. I forgot what it's called. I'm a little bit on the slightly baked Eddie side.
Yeah.
Title of today's show is called Hard Truths. So we'll let y'all delve on that for a second, and I think you'll understand on exactly what this is about to be about.
Tracy, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So topic 1. What are you doing to tear down fellow men, and why do you do it? I'm gonna pass the mic to someone on this one because I do my damnedest not to tear people down, especially fellow men, because of the fact to where I have been in that phase of my life and gotten out of that phase to where I understand that I need my brothers and my sisters.
It's not always intentional though. You can do the unintentional ones. Even cracking jokes sometimes at the wrong time to some people can be tearing them down.
That's true.
Is that but is that on me or them? Is that a perception thing or is that
it's both. Okay. And I'll explain why. Because I've done it. I'm guilty of doing it. I try to be funny and it's not, and I know it's unintentional. But, like I said, I had an issue with that a couple weeks ago where, I saw somebody make a joke about something and I thought it was in poor taste, but their thing is that they'll say, well, I'm still crack a joke regardless. I'm like, well, that's fine, but don't get mad at the person when they stop talking to you either. You can't have it both ways. You can crack jokes all you want to, but If the person feels disrespected by what you're saying, you got to acknowledge it. So I've done it, and even though I know it was in good taste, somebody might not think the same as you do.
You know what? I get that. I get that. I don't necessarily say that that's a bad analogy there. So on that note, I've been known to, every so often make I guess a poor taste, joke type situation.
Yeah.
Is it meant to make somebody, feel bad? No, but will it? Eh?
I mean, it's like I said, and like Trisha said, if you do it once, then I can see it. But if you keep doing it over and over and over, like you said, low key hating, and you know how the saying goes, listen to what a person says in their jokes, because sometimes they're telling the truth and they're trying to be funny about it.
Yeah, they're hating on you in a funny way, so that way they don't feel bad or they don't get called out for actually really hating you.
Exactly. You really got to decipher that stuff, because I've done it, and I have people done it to me. They'll say something, and especially that must be nice. When people say stuff like that, when you did, when you earned something, you earned something, and somebody don't want to come off as being a hater, so they'll say something like "must be nice," and they kind of laugh about it, but then they keep saying it over and over. You got to pick up on stuff like that, because, like, when I bought my house, I got a lot of.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that be more along the lines of what you dealing with? Because I know I've seen a lot of people around you be saying "must be nice," and they say it a lot. Because a certain brother of mine gets a lot of performance enhancement bonuses at work, and he just closed on
this
the
thing
house.
about, like I said before. But see, this is the thing. The reason why I do that is because people don't know what I went through to get stuff like that. Like,
of course. I mean, but that's what I'm getting at. It's like you said with the unintentional, some of that is unintentionally. They don't know what you've been through to get that, so they think they just telling a joke, and you just like,
well,
and if you only knew what it took for me to be on this goddamn part.
Yeah, it's like what Trisha said. They keep saying it over and over and over. Then you got to be like, you kind of like raise your eyebrows a little bit.
That's true, but at the same time, I asked some of that not on you, the person, for not speaking up about it. It's like, okay, you know that's who they are, or they say it often, or eventually, are you not gonna be like, hey, bro, cut that crap out, man?
Yeah, I have a comeback for that. Whenever someone says, "Oh, it must be nice," I say, "Yeah, it is," because I worked my ass off to get it.
Yeah,
and that usually shuts them up.
Definitely, and then it's like
we know you worked your ass off,
sometimes you just have to be like, you know what kind of person that person that you're dealing with that does that kind of thing. You just like, you know what, it's not even worth fighting for. Sometimes you just got to remove them from your life to make yourself better. And like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say they do it, because I do it. I've done it before. I've said stuff that came off as being low key hating, and I had to really check myself for that.
Agreed. I think we all have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all have moments of weakness and jealousy where we say things we shouldn't.
Definitely. Like I definitely suffer from the foot and mouth syndrome.
Yeah. I'm blunt and I say what comes to my mind. That always gets me in trouble.
It does. That's why Zucker still be on my ass and try to ban.
Oh shit, man! I think I've got 7 or 8 days left on my newest 30 day. Yeah.
And there's a couple people like Papa Falcon and a couple other folks that came back, and I was like, I thought y'all was dead. Like, he ain't playing around, man. He ain't playing around. Like, he handing out. That's why I watch what I say on Facebook, because he ain't even handing out like 7 or 3 days. He's doing the full 30. Like, look, I'm sick of y'all shit.
This is why Facebook hemorrhaging money, though.
Definitely,
they are a lot of money.
Like, I mean, I wish I could lose 230 million and be like, meh.
Well, yeah, I'll just make that back in the day.
Yeah, Matt's down in the Hooskow on the old Facebooks.
Yep.
It happens at least once or twice a year. Usually when I start to comment on things that I'm gone.
Right.
That's usually why
So
I don't comment on things.
Once or twice a year, sir? You mean once or twice a quarter?
well, he did say he did say if I don't get banned 30 days at least once a month, then I'm not me.
He did say that.
He
So,
did say that, so he kept his word. He did definitely kept his word.
I've been people by being honest.
Hey man, you gotta be yourself, but I mean we pretty much
Man, I think you're close to a permaban, aren't you?
I'm wondering when it's going to happen. Honestly,
He's like, I'm gonna keep pushing the envelope. Let's see what happens.
it's kind of a test at this point to see what's going to happen.
Nah, Matt's not innocent. Matt's not innocent at all.
Matt is hardly innocent. He just looks this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he terrorizes a certain vertically challenged friend of ours.
The midget. I think we all do though. I think we all take turns.
He loves me. He just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, I think we all acknowledge that fact. So I think we all acknowledge that fact. But yeah, it's just one of those things that we everybody's done it, whether it's intentional or unintentional. We've done it. It's just based on maturity and willingness to talk it out with that person, especially they feel offended by it. You just got to be like, okay, well let me just sit down with this person and tell them how I feel. And I guess that's a lot of people they don't have the maturity or the skill set to be responsible and able to talk it out because they're always act on emotion, and they shouldn't be able to. They have to be able to discern, I guess. So
makes sense.
Mhm.
No, that's the dog. What's it? Matt sideways. So, bro, how can we change the narrative about men's mental health?
Talk about it.
Since my brother's in therapy, so he would be a perfect person to ask this topic because I've been in therapy in and out, so they ain't gonna whatever. But they listen to you more. So
the first thing we have to get done is we got to talk about it more because we treat, and I think me and Kim had this conversation before, that the community makes it so taboo to talk about therapy. The first answer that people say when somebody's going through something, oh, you just got to do this. You got to smile more. You got to go to church. You got to pray. I'm telling you,
you gotta pray about it.
You got to pray. You got to give it to God.
I'm sick of hearing you got to pray.
Like I said last week, man, if prayers are like likes on Facebook, they do about as much.
You got to do the work. You can't just sit there and pray and then think it's just going to magically happen. You got to put the work in. You got to really put the work in. Like, they say, prayer without works is dead. So you're basically like just sitting there waiting for somebody with a magic wand to make sure
solve your problems. Yeah,
you can't do that. You got to put the work in. You got to be able to. You got to be able to.
It even says it in the Bible: faith without work is nothing.
Yeah, you got to work. You got to work at it. That's why I said like, there's no. I don't have an issue with people going to church and pray. I have an issue with thinking that people think that's the answer. Because like I told you, my mother, she goes to church but when I told her that I was going to therapy, she actually encouraged me and told me that it was great that I was going. So if somebody like that, who's been going to church most of their life and, do stuff like it, says something like that to you, that lets you know you're on the right path. So whenever I hear people say, oh, just pray it away, I just be like, that's just a filler answer. Like you're not getting to the meat and the potatoes of the issue. You're just thinking somebody you could pray about it is all gonna go away. That's not the case. It's not. And I agree with what Trisha said, especially men. We got to, and we also got to destroy the narrative that going to therapy makes you weak as a man, because that's far from the truth. And I hate when people say that, like, oh, I'm not gonna go because I'm not trying to be weak or nothing like that. You have to be. You don't have to be weak, but you have to be vulnerable. You have to talk about your problems.
You have to be willing to be honest.
You have to be honest with yourself. Are you a piece of shit? And the answer is yes. You need to go work on that. Because trust me, it took me a while to realize that I was a piece of shit and I had to fix things. I really had to fix things. And now, with the fact that I'm talking out and I'm trying to heal from all this trauma that I went through, my life has been, I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's a lot better than what it was, say, a couple years ago, where I'm actually talking out my problems. I'm better at communicating, because people will tell you I had a hard time talking about my problems because I don't want to talk about them. Now
Well,
it's just
you also have to learn how to talk about it, because therapy it teaches you how to talk about the things that you're not sure what to say. Like,
right.
we as men, we're not taught to how to deal with our emotions. Therapy shows us how to properly deal with these things and talk them out.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing, because we got to learn. Because, like I said, when I was growing up in the house, as much like I said, me and my dad, we're working on our relationship now. It wasn't the best relationship because he never taught me how to. The only way he taught me to express myself is through anger, and that's not the best. That's not the best thing to do, to just be angry all the time. You got to learn how to. You need to learn how to express your feelings in a mature manner. Because I'm telling you right now, if you're in a relationship or any kind of friendship, and the only way you can express yourself is through anger, people ain't gonna want to deal with you.
Nope.
They're not gonna deal with you. They're just gonna be like, "Oh, it's another angry black man or angry man in general." And Dexter tell you, they thought, they made that a saying, "Oh, he's just another angry black man," which was true, because a lot of us, that's
Yeah,
what we
they
that's
did.
what we saw from our fathers. That's what we saw from our fathers. That's what we saw from our male role models. The only way to
And
express ourselves
media
is,
always portrayed you guys as angry and angry black
yeah,
men.
yeah, because the media and our role models, and you always say that the only way you can express yourself is to be pissed off. And I thought that was the best way to go, until people was like, you know what? I'm not even going to deal with you, because all you do is just be mad all the time. And I really had to step back, and say, you know what? Maybe it's not them. Maybe it's me. And I really had to do the work on myself, because if more than one person is saying that I'm acting a certain way, that's a problem.
Yep.
In a negative light, that's a problem. So
Yeah.
I really had to lay the foundation and groundwork to get myself back to where I was. And also, not only myself, but for my son, to tell him, I had to set an example for him, to let him know, like, hey, you don't have to be angry all the time. There's ways you can express yourself without being angry. I gave him an avenue to express himself. And then I also told him it's okay to cry.
Yeah.
We was always taught as men not to cry because it shows weakness. No, I tell myself all the time, you gotta cry, let it out. Let it out.
It's healthy.
It doesn't matter if people think you're emotional. If that's how you feel at that moment, just let it go. And I had a hard time doing that, because I would always suppress my feelings. I was always suppress my feelings until I get to that, like I said, it's always a mountain, the pile of the mountain. And then it takes a feather. It could be something minuscule, like I forgot to take my trash out. Now my whole day's ruined. Not because I didn't take the trash out, it's because all the other stuff that I was holding in, and that was just the feather that
The
caused the
straw that
whole
broke
crash.
the camel's back, so to
Yeah,
speak. Yeah.
the straw that broke the camel's back. And it's something minute like that. And it would just basically just like, now everything else that you held in, it comes out. And like, it's like Trisha said, how healthy is it to be mad all the time? It can basically destroy your health too,
Well,
being upset all the time.
I'm glad you brought up the crying thing, because that's one thing I hate about society, is how they deal with a crying man. It turns into a meme instantly.
Oh yeah, yeah. And like I
Michael
said,
Jordan crying, that's meme.
yeah,
Everything turns into a meme. If it's a man crying, everybody makes fun of it.
yeah.
What's so funny about a man in pain?
And then they wonder why men don't want to talk about their problems, because, like I said, it's like you said, Matt. Society treats it like a meme, and I'm guilty because I shared it. So, and that's why men don't want to talk about their problems. They don't want to be the next viral sensation because they're hurting. So men just like, you know what? I'll just deal with it by drinking or smoking. Well, smoking is not bad because it helps me. Or having numerous sexual partners, having sex with all these women, or men, depending on your preference. They think they just do it that way. And That's not the case. You're still going, even after you had that drink, or even though after you had sex with that person, you still have that void. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so you definitely got to find ways to express yourself in a mature manner. And some people can't get that. That's why they don't want to. That's why they don't want to talk about it, because, like Matt said, you don't want to be the next viral sensation for all the wrong reasons.
True. True.
Oh, I like how Trisha. I'm just saying, like some men, and like I said, I don't judge. That's their lifestyle. So,
I mean, that's true. I mean, what you said is right, though. I mean,
mhm.
I started off being taught to be emotionless
Yeah, same
Mm-hmm.
here.
to
I
where,
was always taught never to cry. My dad said, "Don't you ever cry." Even when I was getting punished or disciplined, he said, "Don't cry." And
and,
Take it
and,
like a man.
yeah, he basically
and
suck it up. Basically, suck it up.
honestly, I hate to say it, but I was truly a victim of circumstance to where I was raised by a single mother and my grandparents. So my mother did the best she could with what she got. So she took what she saw when she was little and tried to apply what worked for me. So
Mhm.
that's how my grandfather was, both of them. That's what they did. They didn't show emotion. They just put their head down every day. They put their goddamn clothes on and kept pushing. Okay, you got to be at work. All right, 18 hours later, they find a way to come home, put some food in their stomach, take a nap, get up, and do it all over again the next day. There was no
Yeah,
is
that
Pop all right? Is what's going? The world didn't know that he had the weight of the world on his shoulders. That the slightest little thing going wrong could have broke him. But that's what we were taught to do, or at least that's what I was taught to do. So the first emotion I actually truly learned was anger, and that just became from going through so much as a kid, then going through more things as a teenager, and then going through more things as an adult, and not knowing how to process it because you really don't know how to you're taught not to show the emotion, so you don't really know how to feel the emotion either. It's like, okay, I feel a way, but this feels strange, so I don't like it. I'm gonna reject it, and in rejecting it, you get mad all over again.
Mhm.
It's okay. So what the fuck was that bullshit? And for 20 some odd years, the cycle would repeat, just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. That's
Mhm.
why the military, and that's why the military loved me. It was all right. Put your head down, go to work, come back. Don't worry about it. Until my squad died, then the anger just bubbled back up, and then it was
yeah.
just, and then it was rinse and repeat. Okay, well, they say something stupid. Well, fuck you. I'm not doing this. All right, cool. You're getting demoted. Rinse and repeat. Then it was okay. I'm not in the military no more. What do I do?
Mhm.
Physically and mentally, I can't go back to the military. So what do I do? Going through relationship after relationship and not knowing how to really feel or process anything but anger.
Mhm.
I did the other thing that we, as especially men, the ones that who do know how to feel, one of the things that we do is we overcompensate because we'll do so much to an extent because we don't want you or anyone else to see what we're going through, to feel what we're feeling, to endure anything what we endured. So we'll go into a relationship and be the top. We'll be top tier when it comes to everything, but anything that truly bothers us, we won't speak on it. We just bottle it up and hope one day it gets better. But we'll go overboard, spoiling. We try to make everyone else around us laugh and smile
Don't
because
compensate.
because
Yeah.
we don't want anyone to actually pay attention to the fact to where I'm actually hurting, I'm suffering, but I'm gonna go out of my way to make you smile to keep your ass out of my face, essentially.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, the perfect example of that is someone like Robin Williams.
Big example. Yeah, he.
Robin Williams is the example we can point to, but almost every male that you can speak on is an example, and we are three prime examples of it because I wore the mask. There are times I still wear the mask of the tears of the clown. It's it's almost, and it's sad to say, but it's almost hardwired in me to where I can show more emotion now, especially if I'm high. If I'm high, you can catch me watching goddamn anime and I'll break down crying when somebody dies. It's just, and people just be looking like, what the fuck's wrong with that? Oh, he's high.
Right.
Yep. Yep, sure am. But like at work, things piss me off so bad to where it's just, and you know, you feel helpless.
Mm-hmm.
And so that you don't feel like your presence is making other people feel helpless, put on that mask and you compensate. And then when you do finally get to express yourself, it just becomes a giant eruption like a volcano that's just been, you know, those fault lines under the surface of the earth has just been rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing. And then when you finally think you can, someone's willing to listen to me, I'm just gonna let off a little bit of steam. Next thing you know, you don't burn down half the neighborhood, and it's like, well, what the fuck happened? She asked me what was wrong, and I felt comfortable, and then it becomes an overwhelming effect, and she doesn't know if she wants to be around you because it's, oh my God, that's so much, and or you become the favorite of the woman who likes to look at men as a project. Oh, I can change him. So
I can
you
fix
telling
this
him
one.
you telling her what's wrong with you, and she's just sitting here in the back of her mind grinning like, I can fix that. I can fix that. I can make him the man. I can make him the greatest thing on the planet. He already spoils me. So you do realize that some of the things he does to spoil you when he finally gets to attack the root of his problems, he's not gonna spoil you like that.
That's true.
Yeah. Because he'll be focused more on some self-love than just giving all his love away.
And because some of that avid spoiling is him going overboard because he's trying to compensate for all the things that he's endured.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Surprise. Yeah. So with that being said, because I'm hungry, what can we do as men to help each other? Well, let's see. Matt took the last topic because Trey took. I don't remember. One of y'all figure it out. I'm tired.
I'll let Matt take. I took the last one. I'll let Matt lead off with this.
We've got to start supporting each other instead of being there just to, you know, if a guy starts opening up and being emotional to you, instead of mocking him, instead of making fun of him, instead of thinking how to make him into a meme, be there to support him, listen to him, see what you can do to help him. Don't just listen to make fun of and listen to react. Listen to what his problems are. Listen to what the issues are.
But
be
what
willing
if
to support him.
What if the problem is Dre wants to suplex me? Do I let him suplex me?
You let Kim step in the way. She'll take care of it.
Okay. Wait, no, she's gonna be on his side because he's gonna give her oranges. So,
well, then you get in your car and you drive up here. And
the only way I would suplex you if you acting ignorant. And
but that's every day.
No, you know what I mean by ignorant. Like,
okay.
Start going off the deep end. Talk about questioning yourself about are you being a good parent? Are you doing this? Are you doing this and all this stuff? When you start doing that, then I'll suplex you. But you know, for the most part, because I be trying, and me and Matt will tell you, you've been doing a pretty bang up job stepping in. So I'm gonna need you to hush up with that self doubt.
You just gotta sometimes if you were ever stepping out of line, you know we would take hold of you. So if you ain't if you ain't done nothing to get us to get a hold of you and tell you stepping out of line, then don't worry about it. You're doing good.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But I just don't like when you do that. You know, give yourself more credit because I was guilty. I used to downplay a lot of things that I did, and you told me to shut the hell up, and I'm doing a good job. And I need you with that same energy do that to yourself when you feel you doubt yourself. I need to give the same energy you give me when I do the same thing.
I'm wearing a Braves World Series shirt for the first time in like ever. Don't that count?
Yeah, but at the same time, just when you feel yourself doubting yourself. I mean, look how
the chin check.
Man, look, I'll tell you right now.
We don't go
whenever I go to Dexter's house and I see him interact with the girls, the way they interact with him, and he always talk about, I don't know if I'm doing the way they interact with you. That should tell you enough right there. And I'm there. I've seen it. I've seen how they interact.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That it is
exactly.
It's tiring talking to my kids because you literally have to switch gears like completely to talk to them. One is you could talk to them like almost like you're talking to the Mayo sapiens. You just, hey, how you doing? And she gets it. And the other one is just like,
look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Let's go break some bricks.
I'm gonna tell you like this right now. If there's not been a point in your life where you want to square up on your kids, you're not raising your kids right. Because there's been plenty of times where I want to square up on them. I'm telling you, if you ain't going did you say you ain't never thought about squaring up on your kids, you are not doing a good job.
So as long as you said it, there's every so often I need to want to square up on my kids.
I'm telling you, you gotta square up on your kids at least once.
Hold on. Let me reaffirm that I'm doing okay. Let me log into my bank account, see how much money I had to spend this week on their ass.
You gotta square up on your kids at least once because
Yep. I only got $680 in the bank. I'm ready to square up on them little motherfuckers. What them little heifers at?
You got to. But that lets you know you're doing a good because it shows that
if they are pushing the boundaries, then they don't trust you.
Right, exactly. And I love my son. Don't get me wrong. I think the world.
Can you tell them to not have so goddamn expensive boundaries? Shit.
It's been
That's what you get for raising strong, independent black women, Dex.
Right, exactly. See what Trisha and Kim say? You gotta take them outside. It's been times where I wanted to give LP the RKO sometimes out of nowhere to give him an RKO.
You got the swimming pool to do it into now, so go for it.
That's what I'm saying. But if you ain't never want to square up on your kids, you're not doing a good job. You gotta want to square up on them every now and then, So
okay, I just need to make sure now. Okay. Well, just make sure. Okay.
And I got some boxing gloves too. Like Kim said, I got some boxing gloves too. I'm taking outside the backyard, throw them hands.
And yes, Trisha, you're right. It is very hard to take your own advice. I don't care what anybody got to say. It is.
Oh, I agree. I'm very guilty of it. I can give everybody all the advice in the world, and then I just be like, I'm not doing that shit.
It's easy to give advice because you're on the outside.
Yeah, definitely.
It's hard to take the advice when you're on the inside.
Yeah,
especially when it came from you. You like, wait a minute, I'm in this situation, so what I've been saying obviously ain't working. So.
Kim killing me with that guy taking my side of boxing time. That cracks me up.
I'm raising engineer. I'm raising one engineer and a journalist. So, my engineer don't even know what day of the week it is or what her name is sometimes. So.
Yeah.
Anywho, but what else can we do as men to help each other? Besides being there to listen and actually listen, being a helping hand, giving. It ain't got to be sound advice. Just giving the best advice you can for the situation that they're in, based on what you see or what you know. And honestly, I hate to say it, but believe it or not, you can't be afraid to actually be there to help your brother. Like. Mm-hmm. Okay, your brother fell on hard times. Don't be like, oh well, dog. Sorry to hear that. If they truly your people, the way I feel, and maybe it's just me, but the way I feel about it is, if I have a circle of friends, if one of them is falling on hard times, none of the rest of us can truly prosper, because if we are supposed to be a community. That's one farmer that can't plant a good and bountiful crop because he ain't got what he needs. Mm-hmm. So how is he going? I got Native in my blood. Kim has Native in her blood. How are we going to bring on a bountiful harvest if everybody around doesn't have the things that they need to plant what they need to plant? to raise what they need to raise. So for me, let's say a friend of mine falls on hard times. If I can help them out, I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I know some people be like, look at this fool over here. He thought he was balling. Now look at his ass.
Hey man, a high tide raises all ships. You help each other out, it makes everyone prosper.
Definitely.
Yeah, you do got to drag them to therapy too. Or sometimes I guess you have to, when it comes to the therapy thing, it's more of you got to lead them there and just hope that they'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
AA, yeah, definitely. If you
Yeah.
have any friends who have any kind of substance problems, whether it be alcohol, I was going to say weed, but y'all leave me alone. I can wake up and want to take an edible, so leave me alone. But them other them hard things, them heroines, and the 1999 crack cocaine with the rocks, that kind of stuff. Yeah, get them into rehab, and don't be if you got really, and if you really are their friends, you can't be afraid to have an intervention for them. So what? They're gonna lash out, and Dre and Matt and a few others had an intervention for me for my drinking.
Mm-hmm.
They knew I was going to lash out, but they were right. You think, did we stop talking? No. It took about 5 minutes. They looked at me and said, hey, you understand what the hell we're talking about now? Yes? All right, now cool. Let's get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch. If these motherfuckers just cuss me out, tell me no more drinking, then 5 minutes later ask me, am I okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm upset.
Y'all know what I went through, so ain't no need to go down that road. So
all I'm gonna say
I
thought you was actually gonna box my ass when we said, all right, Dre, no more drinking. What?
But you know what? Honestly, and don't get me wrong, I do it every now and then. But if you knew me like 2 years ago, boy, that was a dark couple months.
Yeah, you remember the drunk Facebook rants from Dre?
I rarely do that now. Like I don't do that anymore. Like if I get mad about something, I write it in my journal. Like I had this conversation with Trisha the other night. I made a post and then I deleted it and I just wrote it into my journal. I don't do that anymore because first of all, 80% of the people don't care if you got problems, and the other 20% want you to have problems so they can feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped using Facebook as my journal, and
I actually started writing like and writing low key helps you. It really does. It low key helps you.
It
really
does. Mine wasn't journaling. Mine was poetry. That's what my therapist recommended. So I definitely get it. Writing in any form, anything that you could do to take the thoughts that's in your mind and put them on pen, paper, or put them on paper or notepads or whatever writing / typing apparatus you got that isn't attached to social media.
Yes.
Go for it. Go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I definitely journal. Like I journal. Like last night, I was up talking to Dex. We just talked for a little bit, and I was listening to music. Like that helps. And
Was that last night or was that Saturday?
That was last night.
My days are running together.
No, that was last night. Yeah, remember? Because I got up and I said, "Yeah, I got up looking like a fool." You was like, "Why?" You know, you had a good sleep and you're feeling at peace, so you should be chilling. I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. So I put my music on.
And
I
you
started
was off. Yeah, that's what
and I dozed right back to sleep. Like I got up, I was sleep on the couch and I woke up and I just went and laid in the bed. So
okay, yeah, that's what it was. So I think we covered some good stuff. Time for that best time of the night. Matt,
what are you eating tonight?
Sweet and sour pork that was homemade, sweet and sour pork. Rice. I think she did garlic wings as well.
I'm on the way. You had me in sweet and sour.
Yeah. Let me see. The flight on Southwest from here to Seattle is $400. So yeah,
Seattle's like a good 8-hour drive to here. You realize that? You'd want to fly. You'd want to fly to either Spokane or Kelowna.
Either way. I could fly. It doesn't matter. I like to drive. As long as I have a music, I'm good. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, yeah, man, sweet and sour pork. I don't even. I
Hey,
probably eat
yeah,
the
but I
rest.
say, yeah, you had me at sweet and sour in my fat ass.
Well, I don't know. I can't. I don't really eat pork anymore, but I will make an exception.
I agree, Trisha. I do too. I need her to just send me a weekly menu so we can replicate it here.
I don't
So,
know because we be in that group and Matt be posting
Ooh,
some nice
ooh.
stuff.
I got to send you guys this killer Thai chili chicken recipe that she has.
Oh, thank you, Kim. I'll let me know when you're done, and I'll send you the money for that. And Trisha tell you, I don't have a problem driving. I've been known to get off work and drive straight to LA or Vegas on very few hours of sleep. As long as I got my 2 Slim Jims and my energy drink and my music, I'm good. I'm good.
Got to snap into a Slim Jim.
oh
I love
yeah,
Slim
nigga.
Jims, man. I don't really eat them that much like I used to, but man, Trisha tell you when we were married, I used to go through a box of them things like a day. Like I would a day. And I just be on the toilet talking about somebody kill me.
Oh, that's so much salt too, man. So much salt in there.
Oh man, I'd be on that toilet and she just be cracking up. But I used to tell some Slim Jims when we was together. I used to tell them up every time we go to the commissary. I used to get the little pack, and she used to get mad at me because they'll be done in like a couple days, and it'll be like the 20 pack, and they'll be done in like because I'll eat like 5 at a time.
All right, fellas.
So
Benedictiones time. I think I made up a word. Don't judge me.
yeah, it does have to be. Yep, only energy drink I drink is the Mountain Dew Kickstarters. That's the only ones I drink.
She talking about we all suffered.
Oh, I like
But
that.
he
Y'all,
that's just
because
them.
I'll be like Pops on Friday. Don't go in there for 35, 45 minutes.
Lord, Lord, stand there.
I feel about 10 pounds lighter.
All right, so what you got on your benedictions, fellas?
My only benediction is what we talked about earlier. What Matt said is we have to do better as men. We have to start talking about the things that we didn't talk about years past. We got to break that cycle of men not able to talk to each other and express how they feel without being called weak or a bitch or vulnerable and stuff like that. I think we have to do better because, like I said, I have a son, so I have to definitely show him because I don't want him to be that next angry man growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we have to do better as men, and we have to definitely break that generational curse that we have to be mad all the time to express ourselves. We got to break that. Like, it's one thing to be angry, but all the time, like I said, like Trisha said, how is that healthy? How does that benefit you? Because like I said before, being angry all the time, that can slowly kill you because you're holding all that anger and that can actually kill you.
Being angry all the time is like drinking poison and expecting it not to kill you.
Facts. Yeah, exactly. So we definitely have to do better as men to
Like
break these curses. So
right there, bro.
So when these next men come along, when these next group of great young men come along, they don't have that same issue we did when we was growing up. So that was my benediction. We just got to do better as men and talk about the things that we couldn't talk about in years past.
All right, Matt, what you got, bro?
Shit, I don't know. I'm hungry.
we about to get off because I know Dex is hungry, he's hungry, Matt's hungry, and I'm about to tear up these wings. So we're not gonna be long.
Yeah, my only benediction is be careful of what you ask for.
Yeah.
Talking to you, Vladimir.
Oh, yeah.
You thought you was gonna go over there and roll on some people. You kicked the hornet's nest, and you found out what a true leader looks like. And
you know what?
If anybody who says, "Oh, I'm a patriot, I'm a blah 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 blah," that I told y'all before, I didn't feel like America was number one in much of anything. If you want to know what patriotism looks like, if you want to know what actual loyalty looks like, look at Ukraine.
You want to know what fighting for your freedom looks like?
Yeah, I definitely gotta give a shout out to all those boxers that went over there. They put their lucrative careers on hold to go over there. And shout out to that Miss Ukraine. I saw her day. I saw her pick up her. She put her tiara down and picked up a chopper. So I'm like, I salute those people because they have very lucrative jobs, and they put it on hold because they're fighting for something they believe in. And I agree with that.
They're fighting for their actual country. You have the second largest military in the world bearing down on you, and they said they're not tucking and running. They're not crying. The United States, asked the president of Ukraine, does he need a ride or does he need us to evacuate him to somewhere where he can get the negotiations? He said, no, I don't need a ride. I need ammo.
Hey, he went and got the do dirt.
He's got plenty of do dirt.
He went and got the do dirt.
It comes to so for all of y'all who say, whatever you want to say, if you're not having leaders who literally are showing you that they are willing to get out there in the trenches and do it, you could literally say you don't believe them because you've seen it actually happen.
Yeah, like I said, I gotta give them props because, like I said, they all have lucrative careers and they're putting their lives and their career on the line to fight for something they believe in.
I hope they win. I hope they win.
Hey man, look, like old boy said on that turtle show, we with the shits, bro. With the 100-round drum. Show them the gun collection. How about that? I quit recess because I don't. Hey, tell them why you quit recess because I don't play.
He wants you to put his fingerprints on all this shit. Yeah, you
put all this shit. I might have to watch that again tonight. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you having a bad day, watch that turtle show. It will. I'm telling you, it will guarantee that you laugh. I always watch it when I have a bad day, and I'll be cracking up in the first 30 seconds. So yeah, definitely. But yeah, I gotta give props to them because they could, like Dexter said, they could have easily just rolled over and took it. But just to see them out there fight for something they believe in, it warms my heart. And like Dex said, that just shows you how badly that the United States has fallen off as being a superpower.
Yeah, because we literally have leaders who things got tough and they wouldn't hit in a bunker. I ain't saying no names, bunker boy.
But yeah, we was they was hitting us with them stimulus checks to tell us to shut the hell up. But we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. And before I say anything,
my black behind don't need to talk about that. They're gonna kick us off of all the areas.
I'm telling you. And before I say anything, yes, I did take it. So I'm not gonna sit here and be a hypocrite. I did take that free stimulus. I sure did.
Yeah, I took the damn stimulus too. I got 2 kids.
And you rightly should.
The crazy thing about it was I thought I wasn't even qualified because I made a certain amount. But yeah, I got sent one, and I was like, oh well, I'm not gonna complain. Give me the check. It's my money anyway. What JG went for? It's my money, and I need it now.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, not only did I take the stimmy, I spent the stimmy.
I sure did. I spent
on rent. I had to add $400, but I spent it on rent.
I sure did. I spent that stimulus check like it was. Like I said, I didn't even get mad about it.
I don't know how the hell $1,400 was gonna last me 3 months, but I spent that motherfucker on rent. So
yeah. I found it absurd that you guys got such a little amount. I mean, we were getting $2,000 a month.
See, this is why I need to move to Canada.
Shut up, Matt.
But like I said, I agree with.
I'm supposed to support you and lift you up. I'm bringing you down on this one. Shut up, Matt.
But I will.
You guys got like hundreds of millions of people, and I think there's like 38 million in all of Canada.
Yeah, and you see how they treat us too down here in these lower parts.
Well, on that note, fellas, I think it's time for us to wrap it up because he's making Canada.
I hear all y'all.
I know he's supposed to be going to eat, and I'm hungry, so
everybody's stomach is growling on this podcast right now.
Yeah, so we'll see y'all again next week at 8:00 Eastern Standard or daylight. I don't know when time changes. Either way,
Arizona.
We'll see y'all next.
Yeah, we don't do daylight savings time down here.
Mark?
Maybe, possibly.
We'll see.
Perhaps.